All right, let's start out with this one nice and easy. So let's go back to 1987. I put together and produced a calendar at the time for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I've talked about this before. George Michael inspired me to do this calendar because I saw him grant wishes to children, and it was amazing to watch him really make these children smile and make them have a good time. And he was just nice to every one of them. It was really cool. So I put together this calendar, and one of the shoots I did for this calendar way back, like I said, 87, I don't remember the exact date, was at the time, one of my favorite bands was Van Halen. The wonderful Van Halen with Sammy Hagar. Now, we can argue about which is better, Sammy Hagar or David Lee Roth, but I won't because I liked Sammy Hagar in the band much better. But this was a shoot I did. We did it at SIR Studios in the Valley somewhere. I don't even remember exactly the place, but all I remember is they said to me, come down there, set up, and be ready. Which was great, was that there's they just had a good time. They were really getting along. And, you know, Sammy was being Sammy, having a lot of fun, laughing. I think you can just tell the energy. They were really having a good time. And what I remember about this shoot was that it was, you know, I had maybe 15 minutes with the band. I think I fired off like 5 rolls of film and then said, okay, that's it. It's time to go. But what I loved was, like, years later, I shot them again. I don't know at what period it was, but it was years later. And what was great is they remembered me. They remembered doing this for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And I've said this once, and I'll say this again. Anytime an artist remembered me was always the biggest thrill. Because, you know, you spend maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours with an artist getting their portrait done or doing a photo shoot. And then they go on with their lives, and you go on with your lives. And then years later, you come across them again for another photo shoot. And when they remembered me, it was always such a great feeling. Years later after that, I shot Eddie by himself at his house up at 5150, which was also an amazing shoot. I think I've talked about that in the past. But this was for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. We're talking about Van Halen, 1987.